Hey, I know it's been a long time that you guys have seen my face, but I've had plenty of time to think, had many revelations. I've had time to sit with God. I've had time to pray. I have had time to think and just come to realization about myself, my surroundings, my environment, the people I'm surrounded by, friends, family, and you just have to know everything's going to be all right. You have to know that everything that happens, good, bad, worst, it's all for the greater good and the God and the plan that God has for you. I've just had time to realize that I'm in a great place. I have a roof over my head. I'm living. God wakes me up every morning, graceful. I thank God every morning when I wake up. I thank God for my child being healthy. I thank God for me being healthy. And everything that happens to me, I just thank God for it. Because everything is meant to come together and for you to realize what's going on and just grow every day, you know? You have to know that everything is going to be okay. You have to realize that God blesses you every day. Sometimes I'm not in the right headspace. Like, I worry, I stress. Sometimes I don't feel as obligated as I supposed to be. God has you here for a purpose and a reason. And I've been through a lot. I've endured a lot. I've had my heart broken a couple times. And you have feelings. Humans have feelings. You have to go through those feelings in order to realize what you here for and realize that God got you. I'm not the greatest person ever, and I don't claim to be. But at the end of the day, I'm a great person. I'm beautiful inside and out. And I know that even when things don't go right, even when things don't go as planned, even when I feel down, even when I don't feel like the best parent, even when I feel like I'm not accomplishing as much as I should be. Some people are late bloomers. Some people get it early. Everyone has their time. Your time might be the time that other people have. You might not have to go through the same things that other people go through. But this is my journey, and it's your journey. And I wouldn't say that I'm a perfectionist, but I have said it. And I realized that everything doesn't have to be perfect in order for you to do it. Yes, I'm eating like a vegetarian so that I can lose weight quicker, get healthier, and most importantly, beat you. I just thank God every day for the growth, for the mind, for the development, for my maturity, my wisdom. God gives all of that to me, and God gives all of that to us. You have to pursue God for Him to fully pursue you. Even though He's pursuing everyone all day, He wants you to come to Him. in good times, in bad times, in worse times, in depressing times, in your times where you feel lonely. And you have to learn how to be by yourself. You have to love being by yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to put all that love that you're trying to give everyone else on you. Self-love is the best love, and the love of God is above all things. No one can convince me that God is not real. He helps me every day. When I'm feeling down and depressed, lonely, and all that, He gives me the strength to know that everything's going to be all right. The strength to know that I'm not alone. The strength to know that He's all I need. And I want you to know that He got your back. If no one else has your back, God has your back. God loves you. God is all you need in this life. I heard on a movie the other day that someone said, "What's going on in the world? What is wrong with these people?" And she said, "Well, I guess you have to know what hell looks like in order to know what heaven is." And I believe that. And in the midst of all this hell, you have to have God in you, and He has to come out. You have to show others that there is a heaven. You have to show others that there is love. You have to show others that not that you care, but God cares. It's God. I'm so thankful to be where I am now. I've had things, I've had it taken away, and I realized that the things that I've had that has gotten taken away, I took for granted. I didn't use it properly. I abused it. And maybe I didn't love myself enough to know how to appreciate it. God will use you to help others. The devil is real. We do not give him any credit. But he is real. He will use the people closest to you to get to you, to bring you down, to make you think there is no hope, to make you think that there is no God, to make you think that God has forgot about you, and to make you think that you need to do this, which is bad, in order to get that, which is good. And that's not the case. We don't give the devil no credit. We stomp on the devil's head every day. We should step on the devil's head every day. It is not your God. It is not your job to put rafts on people. It is not your job to show them what karma is. It is not your job to teach them a lesson. You just have to keep going, because God will show them all of that. The wrath of God is something else. Even though He loves us and adores us, He will punish us. He will take away things that you don't appreciate to make you learn how to appreciate them better. And you just have to realize that. You have to know that the things that you have, you need to appreciate it, including yourself. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to obey God. You have to obey others. It is not your job to treat anyone bad. It is not your job to prove to people who you are. God shows them who you are. And with God showing them who you are, God shows them who He is. Karma is God, which either is good or it's bad. I believe that everything is put here for a reason. Everything is done for a reason. But you just have to know that it's not to hurt you. It is not to harm you. It is to show you and help you realize what you're doing wrong, what you're not appreciating, who you should love, what you should love. And not really who you should love and what you should love is what you should put your energy towards. Just because you don't talk to people, just because you don't call people, it's probably for the best of your being. You don't have to be mean to them. You don't have to talk about them. You don't have to wish no ill towards them. Because if you do that, God will punish you because you're still not realizing what you're here for and who God is. I appreciate my life. God has been so good to me. God is bringing me many opportunities, many bright ideas. I contemplated on making this video, and I've been contemplating on making videos for the last couple months because I wanted things to be perfect. But it doesn't have to be perfect. You have to start somewhere. You have to believe that things will work out and things will build and become better. That's really all I have for you. I will be making more videos and I will be more active, knowing that things doesn't have to be perfect. You have to start somewhere. And when people see you starting from the bottom, seeing you develop, seeing different you, seeing a different background, seeing a different atmosphere, seeing you being happy, no matter where you are, then it encourages others to do the same. I love you guys. God loves you more. And don't forget that the people around you know not what they do. You have to still love them, still appreciate them. Bye.